Most importantly, right after the Thanksgiving long weekend, October 13th, you need to get onto that computer and make it happen. Hey everyone, welcome to DARPA Dialogue. With COVID-19, there have been lots of changes in the immigration sector. A popular immigration program that allows people to sponsor their parents and grandparents to Canada is reverting to a lottery system. Well, to talk about this program and also what's happening on the extended family member side of things, we're joined by Rakesh Sharma. He is an immigration consultant with Alliance Immigration in Surrey. So tell us a little bit about this new lottery program.
Yeah, it's a long-awaited program, and most of the people had lost hopes for this year due to pandemic. Immigration was concentrating on other things like how to bring Canadians and permanent residents stranded overseas to Canada, back to Canada. But fortunately, this program is now out, and it's again, like you rightly said, it's back to the lottery system. The only good thing that I've seen in this program is they have given 3 weeks now. Instead of the limited time that they gave last time, 5 to 7 minutes, this time potential sponsors have 3 weeks time to submit their interest to sponsor forms. And this interest to sponsor forms, they don't have to really, be on their toes and submit it within a few minutes of the interest to sponsor form opening up or being available on the immigration's website. It will start on October the 13th and it will end on November 3, 2020. So people have exactly 3 weeks, 21 days to submit their interest to sponsor forms.
Most importantly, right after the Thanksgiving long weekend, October 13th, you need to get onto that computer and make it happen.
Yeah, you have 3 weeks, there's no rush.
Right.
But people have to do it right. Most important part is that the last time the program was criticized, the intake process was criticized for being too short-lived. It was only 5 to 7 minutes, and most of the people couldn't even figure out what's happening and before the interest to form vanished. A couple of things that I would like the audience to, your viewers to take note of, that they must have all the relevant information ready with them. They should have their proof of status in Canada, and they should have their parents' biographical information with them, the names and their names, and the parents' name and grandparents' name should be entered exactly as it is on their passports. And if the sponsor is attaching a document to as an evidence of their status in Canada, in the application as well, they must use the same evidence. They should use the same piece of evidence like passport. Somebody used a Canadian passport, so they should use the same Canadian passport. It doesn't have to be valid. You don't have to renew it. If it's expired, it's expired. Still, it's a proof of your status in Canada. If they made a wrong entry, they should not be resubmitting the same interest to sponsor form again and again. There's an email which they can use to correct that information instead of submitting the form again. Right. And then after the November 3, 2020 deadline, immigration is going to take out random draws, and they would invite maximum of 10,000 sponsors and then give 60 days to them to submit the complete applications, the sponsorship applications. The last 3 years' income would be vital to the eligibility, and they have to really submit the application along with the complete document checklist, all the documents on the document checklist. I would say last 3 years, 2017, 2018, 2019, if you are submitting the application in 2020, because nobody will have the 2020 notice of assessment. And one more positive thing that the minister has announced and which was expected is that if somebody is submitting the application with 2020 notice of assessment, the income requirement for this year due to pandemic would be much lower. It will be 30% lower than it would normally have been. So that's a very good thing. And next year, immigration has indicated that they would invite 30,000 sponsors under this PGP program. So I think it's a great program, and it has given a lot of relief to those potential sponsors who wanted their parents and grandparents here. The only thing is, it's not certain that you will get invited. It's a bit of a luck that you need to depend upon.
And there seems to be some confusion when it comes to extended family members in a situation where there is an emergency and they need to come to Canada, that they just can't just book their ticket, get on a plane and come, that they do need to show proof of documentation. So what's kind of going on there?
Very good question, because people have been talking about immediate family members who hold valid visitor visas and they can come to Canada without seeking any exemption from immigration department to travel to Canada, and they don't even have to prove that they are coming here for an essential purpose. Immediate family members don't have to seek an exemption from immigration department, while extended family members, they have to seek an exemption from immigration department. You cannot just buy a ticket and get on a plane simply because you're an extended family member. So there's difference. In case of extended family members, the definition of an extended family members has been now given. You know, your sibling is also a part of the extended family. If you are in an exclusive dating relationship for at least 1 year and you have physically met the person at least once, then definitely that's also a part of the extended family. The only difference is that you have to fill out an application for exemption. First of all, the Canadian relative has to fill out that application, sign it and send it across to their relatives in India. They have to sign that and send it back to the Canadian relative. And then this application for exemption has to be submitted to Immigration Department. So it's all listed on the website, ircc.gc.ca. If you search there, COVID-19 special measures, you will find all these procedures. And if you have any questions, you can always contact the office.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time and sharing that valuable information with us.
Thank you, Ish.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe.